Good blessed Tuesday morning, January the 19th, 2021, time being 10:10 a.m. I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemy. It doesn't matter whether you like me, like my YouTube videos, or anything that I put on social internet. It's your prerogative to like or not, or don't, or dislike. It's your prerogative to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's your prerogative to stay silent. It's your prerogative not to watch it or to watch it. I don't do anything for a thumbs up or a thumbs down, for a like or a dislike. I do it to uplift fallen humanity. I do it to wake up those that may be asleep spiritually. What I want to focus on, y'all, today is, I know most of y'all know what I'm going through with my dad condition. The military sent him to a civilian hospital, and I haven't heard from the military since. They actually gave my dad what they would consider as a death sentence, but I don't. God don't consider it a death sentence, and I don't either, nor do my families and friends. But that's another thing. But I just want people to know, if anybody may think that what I'm about to say or some of the things that I do say is racist, then, you got a serious problem. You see, Moses wasn't racist. God just sent Moses to a certain group of human beings. He didn't send him to all nationalities. He sent him to go rescue one particular group of people. You see what I'm saying? And he sent him to tell Pharaoh to let his people go. And so I'm trying to wake up the black community today, y'all. Black folks, I want you to listen to this real good. You see what I'm saying? Any other nationality want to be a part of it, then get on your front lines and do the same thing I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? When a person gets shot in Chicago by police, you see what I'm saying? You have certain groups of black people coming together. You see what I'm saying? And saying what this white police did. You see what I'm saying? That ain't the biggest issue out there. That's been an issue for years. But what I want you to focus on right now is Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021. That ought to show you black people that's out here doing all this killing other blacks, all this shooting and robbing and carjacking other blacks. And I'm not saying for you to do it to a nationality, but I'm focusing on blacks right now because I'm black. My children's is black, even though they mix, some of them mix, a few of them is mixed with a Puerto Rican and Indian, Puerto Rican and Dominican, and one mixed with Mexican. But I'm speaking about the black community now because I see a big issue. In Des Moines, Iowa, just last month, a 25-year-old white veteran, and this is not to all white veterans, but a 25-year-old white veteran, armed with body armor on, shot a 15-year-old young girl who was protesting against some of Trump protesters or supporters. He's locked up now with no bond. You see what I'm saying? He's charged with attempted murder. But you see, that ain't the only thing. If you look in what happened on Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021 in Washington, D.C., did you see all them people climbing that wall? Do you know some of these people was some of the security police that guards the White House? Do you know some of them people was United States Army veterans? Do you know some of them people was state troopers? Do you know some of them people was senators or representatives? You see what I'm saying? In other words, If you look at World War II, one of the war, or the Civil War, before my dad went to World War II, the Civil War, this is the same thing happened. White supremacists wanted slavery to continue. You see what I'm saying? Even though Abraham Lincoln, I believe it was January the 1st, 1863 or 61, one of the two. I'm got so much on my mind, but 1863 or 1861 signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but he still had slaves, and he allowed other states like Missouri to join the Union just to get them to fight with them, even though they still had slaves. It's going on today, y'all. Wake up. You see what I'm saying? All y'all that's making these grandma and grandpa and daughters and grandkids and all that challenge, ain't nothing wrong with that. I give you a thumbs up. But I'm challenging y'all, because it's a serious dilemma here, y'all. I'm challenging y'all. You see what I'm saying? For black folks to come together. You see, all black folks ain't going to come together. You see, some, as long as they getting this grant money to fill their pockets, as long as they getting these non-for-profit organizations filling their pockets, as long as these people getting them cars and houses, letting them buy down these rundown houses, and they just move black folks right on in them, don't care if they got rats, roaches leaking from the ceiling, windows out. You see what I'm saying? But let's get together, black folks. Let's let Harris and Biden know that there's a problem. All Democrats ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. And then it's not even really a Democratic thing. It's a human being thing. Blacks, wake up. You need to stop killing each other. You see what I'm saying? Some of us can't even go out of our houses because blacks is carjacking us. Some of us can't even go to the stores. You see what I'm saying? Because blacks is robbing us. Some of them can't even get their family members to get rehab because blacks is study bringing them these drugs. You see what I'm saying? I don't mind the National Guards coming in. You see what I'm saying? And wiping every drug dealer, wiping every gang banger if they don't want to change. Now, if you want to change, give them a chance. But if they don't want to change, I don't care how they get them off the streets. I'm going to be honest with you. You can take them over there to one of them other third world countries. You see what I'm saying? And let some of them troops that's not like that one in Des Moines, Iowa that shot that black girl because she was black. You see what I'm saying? Let some of them go over there that ain't like these police, that's white police, that's racist. Now we got black police doing black folks the same way some of these white, but we got to, in order to get it together, we got to come together. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing when you used to be a murderer and you're not one now. When it used to be a gangbanger, you're not one now. You used to be a drug dealer and not one now. You used to be a black that misused black and you're not one now. But it's a serious dilemma, y'all. I tried to hold back because I'm taking care of my dad. You see what I'm saying? But my dad is 93 years old, a World War II veteran. I done lost respect for the military because they don't act like they care. You see what I'm saying? Yesterday, all these black folks celebrating Martin Luther King holiday birthday. Martin Luther King wasn't born January the 17th. You see what I'm saying? Of 1929. He was born January the 15th of 1929. I don't care what you celebrated yesterday, but those that celebrating, what is you doing? You're honoring all these people that ain't doing a doggone thing in the black community. You see what I'm saying? And you look at T.D. Jakes, he got in just one of his churches. He got many of them, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm saying. But if you don't like what I'm saying, just cut me out your thing. I got to keep black folks real. Do you think T.D. Jakes care about this black on black crime? T.D. Jakes got one particular church, the Potter House, in Dallas, Texas. The minimum in 2013 was 30,000 people. That's 30,000 disciples, how many of them 30,000 people do you think he got out in the streets trying to stop this black on black crime? I bet you one thing with this pandemic, I bet you he ain't stopping them 30,000 people to contributing that money to him and his family. You see what I'm saying? Clefo Dollar, no different. He had a plane. I don't know how much, a jet. I don't know how much it was worth, but he said he wasn't satisfied with that. Kenneth Copeland, the same thing. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got to be careful because some of these people, they ain't like Jesus and his disciples. Jesus had 12 disciples. You see what I'm saying? They went and got a couple of loaves of bread, a few fish. You see what I'm saying? They wasn't looking for people to donate no money for that stuff that they was doing. You know what they did? They fed with that little bit of stuff. They fed thousands of people. You see what I'm saying? People criticize me, but you know one thing about it I know, when you criticize individuals that's out there doing things for others and not to be seen, they must be doing something right, y'all. Black folks, wake up. You see what I'm saying? Just because Biden and Harrison are getting that White House, they protected by the CIA. You see all of them troops that went up in there, ain't no way all of them white folks in Washington, D.C. should have got nowhere near. They got fences. They got all these military people. New York sending about 2,000 or 3,000 police. But let's do that for the black community, y'all. You know why they ain't doing it for it? Because we don't really count. Only time we count is time to vote. And some of our worstest enemies is these people, these black folks that y'all been worshiping for the past 40-something years. And I'm going to start naming some of them. No, I ain't going to name them. It ain't right. I'm talking about some Muslims and Christians. You get all these people getting these million women marches to Washington, million march to Washington, getting all these people going on these expressways, blocking the expressway. Ain't nobody on the expressway did nothing to you, but them Negroes is out there doing them drive-by shootings on the expressway. Go out there and block them. Take one of them bullets for the innocent people, if that's what you can. Now look for it. Look, let me tell you something. And I'm just going to say this and end. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to get emotional. You see what I'm saying? God told me I could still take care of my daddy and still get my voice out here. Let's get some voices go to Washington, y'all. Start making some of these Facebook challenges and then sending them to Biden and Harris. Start sending them to your representative. I'm going to tell y'all something. It's some good people in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, but I'll guarantee you the people that you see in these newspapers, they are not the ones. The people that you see downtown in City Hall, they're not the ones. The people that you see in the Mississippi County 33rd Circuit Court here in Charleston, Missouri, they're not the one. The people that you see in the detention center in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, they're not the one. And let me tell you about the black folks headquarters at 700 Elm Street or 700 Cy Williams Street here in Charleston, Missouri, where the housing authority is located at. Whereas the building is called the C.F. Bowen Syphilis Center, but it's one Negro run the whole thing. The same Negro was out here in 1997 taking advantage of black drug addicts and black alcoholics to vote for these same people that's misusing the black people. You see what I'm saying? He was out in our neighborhoods, black neighborhood, not the white neighborhood, telling people that he'll give them $1 or a bag of candy or a cigar or a 40-ounce can of Old English beer to vote for who these white supremacists wanted them to vote for. You see, the local senators and representatives, they wouldn't get him because he had them voting for them. The local sheriffs, the local police department, the courts, they wouldn't do nothing. Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center is one of the biggest bases for Trump. They run all these churches, most all of them, black too. But you see, one thing it took to get him off the streets, that Negro I'm talking about, is the federal government. They indicted him. They took him off the streets. That individual they took off the street is they support these people that I'm talking about down here in Charleston, Missouri. They support individuals out here that assault individuals like me. You see what I'm saying? They one thing that they don't know. They don't want me. Thank God that I didn't come out of retirement, because let me tell you something. If I'd have came out of retirement, All them jokers that you seen climbing on that wall, I would have came in there with a U-Haul and they wouldn't have need nobody. You would have seen them jokers dropping. I'd have told the military, stay where you at, protect who you got to protect. I'll get them jokers up off that wall. You see what I'm saying? When they run in packs like that, they cowards. Let me stop y'all. But y'all just keep praying. My daddy, he consuming a little bit of something. They may have gave him a death sentence, but I didn't. God didn't give him a death sentence. And I thank all of y'all that been sending food, that been giving call and praying. You know, y'all know who y'all is. And if anybody think this is a racist statement, you can think what you want to think. I don't take nothing back. Blacks is up under attack. Peace be still.